Seriously, this is like the 4th time that I've been making this video. Okay, so this is a video that's going to be about how schools, colleges, accommodate for learning disabilities. But this is more about the disabilities that I have. I have dyscalculia and I also have dyslexia, both of them. So, and also I have problems with my long-term, short-term, and working memory. I'll probably make a more elaborate video about those, but I'm new to this, so I think I have a pass on making videos, making really, really awesome special effect videos. So the accommodations that I've been using for the last 2 months of school, because school is over now for me, is the dyscalculia part, because I had 2 classes that were heavily math related. One was fully math and the other one was half math. Not even half math, it was like 20% math. No, not 20%. See, that's my See, I meant to say 80%. I said 20% by mistake. I do that a lot when I meant to say something, but I say the opposite. Yeah. So I had chemistry. The last part of chemistry was 12-12. I don't know if other schools have it like that. And then pre-cal and my iTech class. So with the dyslexia, what they accommodated for me is a reading out loud device. So like your laptop or a computer that can read out loud. Most computers now have that. Or they have like I don't think they have a reader, but you know, your laptop or your computer. I used it once because I was cramming for this chem STEM project that I had to do, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't sleep that late unless I have something to cram for. And I was reading this sentence over and over again, and I could not find. I knew there was something wrong, but I couldn't find it. So I had to use the read out loud thing, and then I found it. So stuff like that, I used that for. I didn't use it that much, but that's the only time I used it for. And then also, spelling. I think don't quote me on this. I think my school also accommodated for me for dyslexia. That they don't grade me on spelling that much. Yeah. Don't quote me though. But I've been using the dyscalculia accommodations more, which is the formula sheet and more time on tests. And man, that helped me out so much. So this is I'm gonna show you the formula sheet that I've been using for pre-calculus. This is it. So this is the formula sheet. So it's not a formula sheet that is telling me the complete answer, but it's just jogging my memory on stuff, as you can see. I just added these. Oh, I broke my finger at work. Yeah, workers' comp is so good. But this is part of pre-calculus. Well, all of these are for pre-calculus and half algebra, but this is determinant, if you can see. And most people, I assume most people won't understand that. So it's stuff that I can understand, so I can remember and jog my memory. With what's it called? exponential stuff right here. I cannot remember annual, semi-annual, quarterly, bi-monthly, monthly, daily. I can't remember those stuff. So, and I still can't remember them. I remember quarterly because I know quarter need 4 quarters. That's how I remember it. Yeah. So I can't remember certain stuff. So that's what they accommodate for me. And then also, this is what everybody in the class also got. This for math. Everybody got that, which I was so happy because I was not gonna remember those. And also the unit circle. So I took pre-calculus. This is the second time I took pre-calculus. First time I failed the shit out of it because I had to remember this stupid unit circle, this freaking thing right here, and I could not remember this at all. And also, what's it called? Trig identities. These. I couldn't remember them, and I was like, I really felt inferior to everybody else because I could not remember them. Everybody could remember them. Even the easiest ones, they could remember it, and I couldn't remember it. And I failed it badly. I had a 53. It was a 36.4. I was trying hard at the end. And I failed every test. Every single test. Every quiz too. But since I took it again, you know, I took it right after, so I remembered some stuff, but I still kind of forgot stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but I still couldn't remember these, and I was so happy that my professor gave me that. So, and and before the last 2 months, when I didn't know I had this diagnosis, didn't know I had dyscalculia, I was still failing the class. And I was failing because I was doing the homeworks. I'm horrible with homeworks. I forget homeworks all the time, which I need to work on that. I have a schedule for that. But when I would take the tests in math, I will still be barely passing. I would have a 71 or a 70 or a 72. I'll just have that. I wouldn't be in the 80s. So I was still barely passing. And it would be stupid stuff that I'll mess up on. So when I got the diagnosis and I implemented it, and I got the more time on tests, which the test was an hour and like 30 minutes. They'll give me double the time. They gave me double the time, and you know what happened? I got a B, and I even got an A. Like, my grades went up completely. And I was failing the class because of the math. The math homework. I was still passing the tests, but barely passing them. And when I got the B on my last test, and I got another B on my test, and then my final, I got, what was it? I got a B on my final, and I brought my grade up to a 76 from those 3 grades, from having more time on tests. That was ridiculous. When I first got the first test, when I was using the more time on test accommodation, I was about to cry. I was like, that's all I needed was more time on test. And uh-oh.